Alright, hello. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 8, Horizons West. This painting has good vibes. Send tweet. But this painting does have really good vibes. It has a lot of... It's just very warm with the colors. I'm a fan. Actually, maybe I just like go in straight with the Mario brush. I think that's probably the vibes. How was everybody's weekend? Anybody fun? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Hey man, it's like I'm making a rainbow right now. I think I have a good feeling about this painting. This is gonna be a good one. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. The thing I'm dreading the most, it's something I should do. When I giga clean this room, I should like unplug my PC and like clean the area around it. It's just like, it really isn't that bad of a thing to have to do. It's just like, ugh, I don't feel like doing it. You know? One of those things that I just don't want to do. It really doesn't help that my PC doesn't have a side panel on it. So, like, I'm pretty sure a lot more dust, like, gets out, but... Yep. Because, yep, the glass side panel on my PC case broke, like, a year and a half ago or something. How long it's been. And I have... Like, I don't think it's, like, worth it to get a new one. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Like, I know it's perfectly fine to have your computer. I mean, it's been going perfectly fine without a side panel for a long time. But I probably should clean that out. Just give it a quick vacuum down there. Played a lot of Skyrim, watched anime with friends, and played Repo. You did play Repo. This is so true, chat. I am not gonna put any white in this yellow. Maybe on like the right side, maybe I'll put a little bit in. On this far right side over here. But definitely in like the base, like middle of the yellow. I don't need any white. Long time ago I wanted to be quirky and not like other PC builders and have an open concept mounted PC. I wonder how like how practical is that to have? Like, is it just like an Instagram showcase, or like does it make your PC like? It's like a big thing about like having your PC set up in a certain way with like the case fans is like, you know, having good airflow. And it's like, if you are like having your PC like all the parts are just like flat, like mounted on the wall, like is it gonna be running good? I mean, I guess there's lots of space for like for air to go, I guess, but I don't know. But if you like want to change a part, that seems like a pain in the ass. If you ever want to like switch out anything. So I don't know. All I know is that next time I get a new PC, because I assume the next time I get a new PC case will probably be when I just get a new PC, because that is probably the most logical decision. I definitely just want one without a glass side panel. Like, I don't need a glass side panel, and I just don't want the possibility of it shattering to happen again. And I don't need it. And plus also, like, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't glass, like I feel like if you had like a glass side panel versus like if it was just like a metal plate there or something, like whatever like the rest of your case is, Like, wouldn't the metal like just stay cooler overall compared to like a glass side panel? I'm sure it basically doesn't make much of a difference at all, but like, am I correct about that, or am I just bullshitting right there? It's just like glass side panels that became so normalized to have on your PC these days. I guess because like everyone online is like, look at my RGB. I spent $500 extra so I can put some lights on it. I'm like, okay. And if you like it, you know, that's cool, but it's definitely not something I've never cared about that on my PC parts. Especially with how my PC is set up, where I like don't even like look at my PC hardly, so having any RGB is just pointless for me. Maybe part of it is... Okay, my mouse just stopped working for a sec there. AMA. I assume part of it is probably just from when RGB parts like became more like common for computers. That's my assumption. Because I feel like if you were to like get a PC build in like the early 2010s, like I don't think many things were RGB'd back then. But nowadays, you know, you can get like anything, any PC part with like RGB in it. The only thing I have in my computer with RGB is my GPU, and it just happens to have it. It wasn't something I actively sought out or anything. Nothing like that for me. No further questions. My client is not taking questions. Do not ask him any questions. Damn, it's been over 10 minutes of streaming and Prac hasn't shown up yet. Do you think he's ill? Ugh, butter, I'm rating. Ugh. I put like a little bit of white over here. And it'll also help these trees on the right side when those get put in later. It'll help them pop out a little bit more. But I don't want it to go too crazy. Oh, he's picking up fig from the ditch. That makes sense, actually. Mouse-chan. No. It's being weird today. Is there like a little bit of dust in there or something? I feel like any dust gets in like the mouse, it like kind of starts messing up. Do I need to do quick mouse cleaning RTA with the boys? It's being a little finicky right now, where like the movement just ceases its functionality. And I'm like, yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, let's put in our mountain, our almighty mountain. Yeah. This horizon line is like slightly below the middle point. See if we can get that going. Or if I just do it above. Or I do it above, actually. We'll see. Alright, while we're making the mountain, we have time for donations. Sounds good. We have 20 Ebos from Ebo. Long time Ebo. First time Ebo. Do you think we're gonna be like a whole week without him, Blubbers? That's what he seemingly said. No Ebos. First time experiencing first time Ebos, put this towards saving the Ebos. Hi, greetings from New Jersey. Greetings from Connecticut, Germany. So is today the powerline adapter today? Or powerline adapter day? Pausers? Pause champ? It was supposed to be. What's the plan instead? And it's still a might? I mean, you said you were gonna go to Best Buy for it, right? How far away is Best Buy? Oh, Best Buy. Had plans for today, but yesterday was anime day. But that was yesterday. What about today? Oh, you were supposed to go yesterday. I don't know. Well, the good news is if you were to go today, then you would just have it and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I'm like very confident that those instances, like when you're playing repo and your ping is just randomly like fucking up, but I don't know if like your internet otherwise is like messing up or if it's just like your ping being bad. But I'm like I'm led to believe that's probably just like some like the Wi-Fi is getting some kind of interference. But also just make your ping would definitely just be better overall anyways. Like that's just like a fact. It would just be better. Is there any other places you can go to along with this Best Buy trip? So it's like, oh, I can also do this thing while I'm out. Like how back when I used to go to Walmart years ago, like pretty often, that's when I would usually like get Osmos also back then, because it was like at the time there wasn't an Osmos closer by, so like the closest Osmos was out there, and it was like, well, or if I'm getting like Osmos or Burrito Boys back then, it was like, well, I'm already out here at Walmart, so it's like this is like the best possible time, just like couple the two trips together instead of doing a separate trip both times. Save that gas. Save that time also. Wait, that's the wrong color. And I guess I can mention this because I never actually mentioned this on stream, but I think enough time has passed where I'm like, yeah, okay, it's everything is okay. But a few nights ago, or like last Thursday or something, I found out on the way to work my dad hit a deer at like 4 in the morning. I was like, buh. But he's fine. The car was less fine. But so right now we have like a rental car, and there was like a whole thing with it. Like he was definitely getting like memed on by like the rental car service, because he said like that he like set up like a specific date for it where it's like, yep, we'll get the rental car on this day. And when he went there, like they had put in the rental car day for like the next day, and so they had to give him like a different rental car for like one day, and then he had to go there and get like some different car, which was apparently super short and was like a problem for him. But he only had to deal with it for one day, so it wasn't too bad. And then the next day, the people from like the car rental place were like I don't know if they offered or if he asked them, but I guess they were supposed to like deliver the car, like bring the car he was supposed to get over to like his work, because he was like, oh, it was like, so I want to get into that car again for my knee, and they were like, sure. And he told them what time to come by, and he waited, like he said, like a half hour, and they just never brought the car over, so he just drove over himself. And I don't know if they gave him a reason, or if they just forgot, or if I think he said they were like they were like busy or something came up, but they just like never called him to tell him. Like I forget what exactly he said. So that happened, and then he got the car he was supposed to rent in the first place. So then he gets home, and I guess like as soon as he's driving that car, like one of like the lights is coming on saying like the windshield washer fluid is like low, and he was like, oh, I got windshield washer fluid at home, I could just put some in myself. And he couldn't get the hood open, and you know, I'm not a car person, so but he like, you know, was like, oh, can you figure it out? And I was like, yeah, there's a lever here that's like seemingly supposed to be for the hood, to open the hood, but it just isn't doing anything. And so he brought the car back to the car rental place, and supposedly the like wire that like makes that lever do anything is like just it was cut or like broken or whatever. So he had to get another car. So we're on car rental 3 now. I was just like, god damn. Like, Jesus, man. That's so whack, just like having to deal with all that. The current status of like our actual car, still don't know what the plan is with that. I guess he was like he's like uncertain if they're gonna like just write off the car entirely or if they're gonna be able to fix it. I'm not sure. Guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I feel like it's more common when you're like driving like early in the morning to like see a deer. Like I've never like seen a deer like while driving, thankfully. Hopefully I don't ever see one while driving because I'm sure it's like impossible to react to them. Like they just kind of like pop up, I assume. And it's just like, yep. Hopefully they don't hit you. Hopefully they get out of the way in time or you like can react in time to do anything about it. So that's a thing. Yeah, I didn't mention it because I was like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't want anybody to worry about that or anything, but it's fine. It was only like a little concerning in the moment because he called me, but I like missed the call but he didn't like text me or anything, so I was like, oh, I guess it must have not been that important, but also he doesn't call me for no reason. And then he texted me a picture of it was just like the front, like, at least in the picture, it only looked like that the, like, passenger side front area of the car got like messed up, I guess from like where like the headlight would be, but it was hard to tell because it was like a dark, kind of blurry-ish photo. So that was a little something, but it's all right. Yo, Yoshi. No, not a bad time. I was just TLDR. A deer hit my dad's car when he was going to work, like on Thursday or something. But it's all right. Everything is okay currently. Also, yo, Thinkulum, how are you? I hope you're also well, Yoshi. Thank you. I'm also glad he's okay. And he said scared the shit out of me. I'm like, yeah, that's valid. Doesn't help it's dark, so I'm sure you probably couldn't see the thing. Mr. Crush 40 concert. I saw that, Yoshi. I was like, damn, this guy's at a Crush 40 concert. How baller was that? There's not many bands that I would want to go see live, but Crush 40 is. That'd be cool to see them in person. Bentley Jones is there. He sings Silver's theme. I don't know if I know that song. Silver's theme, Sonic. Like, does that have like a name? Dreams of an Absolution. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've heard that. I think that's a pretty popular song. I'm pretty sure. Were you able to hear the singing well in person? I would assume so. It was just in your video that I watched. I was like, damn, I cannot hear like him at all. I just hear the everyone popping off in the crowd. You couldn't hear him that well, but that's so tragic. You're very tired. That was me earlier today, Thinkulum. Yeah, I was pretty sleepy today. But I mentioned this at the start of stream, but I did clean today, so I can feel good about that. I can feel good about that I cleaned today. There's some like cupboards in the kitchen that need to be cleaned out, and I cleaned out the last big one today. It was basically just throw out a bunch of things and then take everything out and like wipe it down. Yeah, for context, I found a bottle of Malibu in there from 2012, so yikes. That got thrown out. Don't you worry. I did not drink it. But like, bruh. There were so many things in there that I've never seen, just like tucked away. I was like, okay. They were having tech issues the entire time. Unfortunate. There was actually this one Crush 40 concert that I'll listen to every now and then. And there's one part towards the end where he's just like, where Johnny, he's just like, nope, we gotta try that again. And he's like, this is what happens in a live concert. Shit goes wrong. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes shit just does go wrong. Any Crush 40 concert that I've seen, it seems to be he seems to be pretty good at like, I don't know, just being a good showman. He seems to be just like a very, very fun. So he chats to him. It was still good but hard to hear. Yeah, I imagine people are like loud AF. I've never really been to like an actual concert. I guess like I've been to like the Final Fantasy VII remake concert with Prak, but that's not like that's not really the same thing as like a, you know, a traditional concert. I guess that's a more like an orchestral thing. You know me, I love Final Fantasy. The reason I've never played Final Fantasy, for anybody curious. The only reason I went to that concert is because Prak had tickets and he was supposed to go with another friend, but for whatever reason that person couldn't go. And then he was like, okay, buddy, do you want to go? And I was like, sure. I mean, I guess so. I mean, it was pretty good. I didn't know like basically any of the songs. The entire time I was like, I don't know like any of these songs. But except for when they finally played One Winged Angel at the very end of it, because everybody knows that song. Everybody knows One Winged Angel. So when they played that, I was like, oh yeah, I know this song. My friend was a roadie for a band and they had a small concert in your area, so you were hanging out beforehand and they recruited you to run their lights. Did you even like know what you were doing, or were they just like, yep, here, do this. Here, hit these buttons at this time. That's kind of hype, though. You had 10 minutes to learn the machine, bruh. Like, did their lights person just like not show up or something, or like were they sick? Like, I'd be like nervous like messing up something in that case, just because it's like oh, I don't want to like mess up their like, you know, their whole thing. Yeah, I guess I kind of also figured that was probably a pretty like just pretty like small like chill thing, not like some like giant monster of a concert with like 50,000 people or something. The best thing I got to do was sing karaoke with Johnny and Bentley. Damn, okay, Mr. Famous. They did a bidding thing for charity, and I was one of the people. Basically, the highest bid gets to sing whatever song they won with them. And what song did you get to sing with them? Yeah, back in like 2017, I think, me and a few friends, or me and two of my friends, we were gonna go to a a Billy Talent concert, if anybody knows Billy Talent. They're like a Canadian pop punk band. Shout out to Billy Talent. But we just didn't go. I don't know why. Like, we literally could have went, and then we just didn't go. And I was like, oh, okay. So, but that was the only time I almost went to a concert. Dreams of an Absolution. Escape from the City? Hell yeah. Even though City Escape low-key not even being a Crush 40 song, I'm pretty sure I've seen like a few like uploads on YouTube where it's like City Escape by Crush 40, and it's like, that's actually not by Crush 40. I guess it's just because like they do most Sonic songs, so I guess it's like, well, yeah, this is probably by Crush 40. Yo, Cats, you love Billy Talent? Hell yeah. I haven't listened to them in a while. I kind of go in arcs of like listening to them a bunch and then not listening to them a bunch. How are you today? Mr. Famous? I know that was a joke, but apparently you out-sang Bentley and made Johnny's jaw drop. I'm pretty sure I've seen that in Crush 40 concerts where he'll like, you know, point the mic at someone, or someone will be up on stage and they'll sing a part and he's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, he seems to be like a fun person to like be running like a live concert like that. Escape from the City was an encore where all the winners got to sing with Bentley and Johnny, if that makes sense. Yeah. Feels great. Well, I'm glad you got to do that. It sounds fun. What's your go-to Billy Talent song, Cats? I actually don't even know what my go-to one is. They have a lot of good songs. Surrender. That's a good one. They actually originate from ads. How's the Mario Paint going? It's going amazing. This is gonna be a good one once it's done. This is definitely gonna be a good Mario Paint painting for sure. I can already tell. It's gonna be good. I love whoever made the ads emote where it's just fucking add 1 of 80. Like, imagine getting 80 ads, like actual hell mode right there. You're back from ad 1 of 80. Hell yeah. You know, I don't know if anybody gets ads like this, because I complain about this all the time on Twitch, but they keep pushing this stupid ad that's for this like online Ebo. Hey. But I keep getting this ad on Twitch that's for like this fucking online gambling ad. And it's like, one, gambling isn't even legal on Twitch. So like, why is this ad even on Twitch? But like, they've been using the same goddamn ad for like over a year. So I started recently, anytime I get that ad, I just report the ad because I'm like, this is shown too often. This isn't relevant. This ad is inappropriate. But recently, whenever I try reporting that ad, it just gives me an error. So I'm like, damn. Skittle is saying maybe they like shadow banned you because you were like were reporting it too often. Shadow banned me from reporting ads. But it's like for real, like if gambling isn't even legal on the site, why are there gambling ads on here? Like I feel like that just shouldn't be a thing, right? Like am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one here? Or am I speaking some truth? I just wish the Twitch ad pool was just more varied. I wish there was just more. So it wasn't like the same ad constantly being played. Because I feel like back in the day, like when I was watching cable TV a lot more, I feel like there used to be like a lot more like ads you would get. It wasn't just like, okay, here's the same like 3 ads constantly. Ugh. Any plans for the summer? Not particularly right now. We'll have to see what the vibes are. We'll see what the vibes are. I guess like it's been a long time since I've had any like summer specific plans. Oh, any of y'all have any summer plans? Any trips planned? I don't have any trips planned. I guess if that was like, I guess maybe like the underlying question. I don't have any like, not planning on going anywhere. Maybe we'll go somewhere. I don't know. But currently I don't have anything on the menu. There is something hype that's gonna be happening, actually starting on Saturday. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it or not. I mean, I guess it'll be found out anyways, but maybe I'll wait for now. Maybe I'll wait for the time being before mentioning that. So there's something hype that will be occurring for me. But yeah, I forgot about SGDQ. Anybody going to SGDQ? I think it's what, like, I know like you, Cats, I think G. I think Random and Prack are going. Birthday's next week, and then 4th of July camping, and then charity stream, then seeing the girlfriend. Damn, this guy's out here. Man, the last time I went camping, I just like it just made me not want to go camping ever again. I just, I don't know. Ever since the last time I went camping, which was in like 2014 or 2015, something like that, I have never wanted to go camping ever since then. I just remember one thing is that like the tent that I had, I used it a couple of times, but the last time we went camping, it like rained overnight at one point, and so like the last day when we were like leaving, the tent was all like muddy and dirty, and I was just like, I'm just throwing this out. Like I don't even want this anymore because I don't want to deal with cleaning this thing. The only cool thing about that tent was that it had like a wall divider that you could like put up in the middle, so it'd be like, oh, you got like 2 rooms. Yo, Zeta, I am buttering. Are you buttering though? You have a trailer, so camping is better? Ah. I don't even know, like, at this point, if I would want to go camping just for the sake of camping. Like, maybe if it was, like... I guess also because, like, anytime I've ever been camping, it was always, like, at the same spot. It was at this, like, same... the same park, I guess. That's, like, not too far away from my house. So it's just like, alright, I don't feel the need to go here anymore. At this point in time. Maybe someday it'll occur again, but I don't know. Alright, definitely not for anytime soon. I feel like I would rather just like go out somewhere for the day and then just come back home. Like I don't know. I guess I've never had that vibe where it's like I need to like get away from my house for like I need to get away from technology for like a weekend. I've never had that vibe. We had Monado Gaming. Hey. Your buttering is finished your 2nd animated emote and you're working on your 3rd now. Pog. Have you uploaded them yet? Or you wait until they're all done to upload them at the same time? It's been like a few weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since I did any emote stuff because I didn't even notice that first emote was animated. I guess I like didn't look close enough. That's a pretty good subtle one. Shaking my head. Damn, you get shot. Feels shot, man. Yeah, I had to like take a little like break from the emote stuff I was working on because this fucking Justin guy was like, hey, can I commission you something? And I was like, yeah, I guess so, man. Right, Justin? I'll say, yo, Josh, if I got off technology, how else am I supposed to get mad at people on the internet? That's true. Hey, but you said you deactivated your Twitter, so that's good. So, like, that goes really hard. You're making dinner, you post that, and you really had to do something? I thought you didn't know how to cook, though, one head. What are you making? And no, Justin, ordering on DoorDash doesn't count as it doesn't count as making food. Yeah, you know, dude, okay, I don't know if Justin's gonna share this anywhere, but he sent me this picture last night. I know I fucked up my sense, Justin, don't make fun of me, blubbers. But he sent me this picture last night that was of this notification that like DoorDash sent him, and it was yeah, it's just like time sensitive. You just got an extra $3 in credits. Here's a little help to find a new order. These credits expire in 1 hour. Like, that is so weird. Okay, here's some credits we added to your account. Oh, but it's only good for like the next hour. Like, that is some wild like impulse copium that they're hoping to get people on. Like, I couldn't imagine getting it, like, unless if you were coincidentally about to order something. But because like for context, like whenever up here like Skip the Dishes, whenever they have given me like a coupon like that, it's like here's $5 we added to your account, but it expires in like 5 days. But it's like, okay, 5 days. Like, that's a bit more reasonable to work with. Not an hour. For your information, I ordered food the same hour they sent that to you. Like, did you order food and then they sent it to you, or did you order food after that? I wish the Smash community would get off it as a whole. Yeah, I know like people complain about that. Like the Smash community is like really bad for just like being so gung-ho on sticking to Twitter for some reason. Like that website is just not getting better. I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, but I have 20,000 followers. I don't want to lose that. At least some people got off. Like some like Smash people got off Twitter. I haven't deactivated my Twitter. I just like haven't used mine in like months. It's been so long since I've used it. Which yeah, on my phone, Justin, whenever you send me like any Twitter link, like that recent one you sent me, it like doesn't even preview it on my phone anymore. Cause my Twitter app, I never updated the Twitter app to be X. I was like, I am not updating my app to that. Fuck you, Elon. Like I can see like the text of it, but if there's like an image or GIF or anything, any media embedded into it, like it won't show up on my phone. Also, do you like that GIF I sent you, Justin? I just saw that like in a Discord earlier, and I was just like, bruh, like, just like no context. Somebody posted that GIF that I sent you, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? I can tell that that's from one of those like mobile game ads where like you know, I feel like it's been a long time since I've gotten these ads, but where it's like oh, like some guy's on like a island or something, and it's like, oh, he just starts building like a whole civilization. Like, have you all gotten those like mobile game ads? I haven't seen them in a long time, but I used to get those like every now and then. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, how do people think of these ads? Like, they're so weird. But it's also, it's just like so funny because it's just like, yep, some guy's like on a deserted island and he's just like, just gets like a hammer and just starts like building, like all of a sudden there's just like a bunch of buildings. Like, hello, what'd you build these with? The nothing? Here? Ah, yes, I built this with the they tried hard coding propaganda into their AI, and that propaganda bugged and was in every response you'd ask it. Oh, awesome. Love this. That's a huge love this. It's hard for me to break the habit on desktop for some reason. The thing that made it really easy for me to stop using Twitter altogether is that it randomly logged me out one day, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just stop using this. Like, this is the sign telling me I need to stop using this. And I don't have like any like desire these days to like check it on my phone. Like, I still have it on my phone, but yeah, I don't have any desire to like check it these days. So I'm big chilling in that regard. You'd ask yourself like, what's the most popular favorite color, and it would say blue is the most popular favorite color. Have you heard of the white gem, bruh? What the fuck? Flawless system. Morning, Owl. How are you today? Morning, sun. Okay, but tell me that this painting's kind of going hard right now. Like, I haven't talked about the painting basically at all the entire time I've been working on this, but it's kind of going well. Mikey. Look at that big, mighty tree right here, as Bob would say. You'll be happy to hear, Owl, that this is like the third time I've mentioned this on stream. People are like, Butter, stop mentioning this, but I cleaned out another kitchen cupboard today. The last big one. I threw out like a lot of things from there and cleaned it out. It's all clean in there now. So that goes hard. I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but I just ended up... I guess I figured, like, I would just do it today instead because we take the garbage out tonight, and I was like, maybe just so I don't have, like, garbage bags sitting around for, like, the whole weekend. Yay, more cleaning. Indeed. I think tomorrow is gonna be the day that I like try and super clean my room. What is that? I really need like I need a vacuum and like dust in my room, but we didn't clean our vacuum for like a long time. So today like we cleaned the filters and like gave the whole vacuum like a wipe down, and so it's just kind of drying now. So I think tomorrow is gonna be I'm gonna like super clean my room, hopefully. Gonna try and do that. Because I've definitely needed to give my room a clean out for a while. Yo, Shaggy, morning. How are you? Oh, I try to clean the filter on the vacuum once a month. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like I didn't even know you were supposed to clean, like that there was like a filter on the vacuum that you were supposed to clean until recently. Like I just straight up didn't know that. But my dad cleaned out like the filter and like all like the basket and all the inside portions today that like keep that like where the dust goes when you vacuum. And like the filter was like completely like gray. It was like turbo dusty. I was like, has this like I don't know if it's ever been cleaned, honestly. So oops, but it's clean now. So we're chilling. I wonder how much better the vacuum will work now. I'm curious. Like surely that this means like it'll just work better now, I'd assume. Gotta do another cleanup before I leave for a trip next week. Damn. Owl's doing your mom impression by going on a trip somewhere. Poggers. Are you going to the Bahamas? You have to work this weekend too, but speaking of cleaning, I cleaned the whole house today. Mopping your floor, swept the floors, cleaned the computers, and cleaned the fans. Damn. Ugh. But yeah, I need to clean. I need to like unplug when I do the clean. I should unplug my computer and like give it like a clean down and like clean down the area around it. It's just like, ugh. It could be so easy to not do that. Even though like literally whenever I've done that, it only takes like a few minutes to like take it out and put it back in. Yeah, I didn't like, well, obviously Shaggy, I knew like there was like the bucket that keeps all the dust in the vacuum, but I didn't know there was like a filter you're supposed to clean. Like I honestly didn't know that. Because I guess I was just never taught that, or like that was just never mentioned to me ever. That's like, yeah, by the way, clean this filter. Like I didn't know that there was like a filter in the vacuum that was supposed to be cleaned. I honestly like only thought I was like, yep, you just dump the bucket with all the dust in it and you're good. Just one of those things, I guess it's just like, you know, just no one ever mentioned it ever. But now I know. Now I know. So you're going to Dallas, damn. You gonna ride some bulls while you're there? Mm. Well, I think it was just one of those things, Shaggy, that I guess was just like, yeah, like my dad never mentioned it, and I guess I just never thought anything of it. It's just like, okay, yep, dump the vacuum bucket, boom, it's clean now, yay. There's just some things like that in life where it's just like, oh, nobody ever mentioned this as a thing, so, or nobody ever like mentioned this as a thing to me, so I guess it's like, well, how was I supposed to know? It's very rare in these paintings that I ever use like just straight up red. I feel like the red is probably my least used color. But this painting, it gets a good amount of just straight up red in it. Don't think bull riding is part of the schedule? Well, it could be. Pauses. Man, I need to definitely redo the note. Well, I have to get back into the groove of like going back and redoing more of the emotes since I said that I was like doing a pause on things from when I was working on the thing for Justin. But I low-key, this is like probably version 4 or something that I started doing another haiku ref sheet. It's been like, yeah, I've gone through like 4 or 5 different ones. Because I start working on one and I'm like, I don't like how this looks. And then I just like stop working on it. But then like over the weekend, and like previous days before, I started working on another one just randomly. I was like, pausers? Having one that I like. Morning, Aaron. Was your Pokemon deck pulls today? Get any shiny cards? Did an excellent job, thanks. Yeah, I like how it turned out. A pretty neat Xenoblade location. I've never played Xenoblade, but I was like, damn, this location's pretty cool. Haven't done them yet? Damn. This is so tragic. But pausers though, that just means that you have it to look forward to. Let me tell you that background, that's like a low-key pretty detailed like area. I was like, damn, this area is fucking detailed AF. I like how the sky turned out. I think the sky turned out really nice. I actually forgot to post it on Blue Sky at all, but Justin put it in his Discord. I guess that's the only public place it's viewable currently. I think he put it like in the announcements channel, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like forgot to post it myself. There's one thing that I ended up doing was I definitely made like the sky a lot more like vibrant than like the original looked, at least from like the reference I was using, which I think was a good decision at the end of the day, in my opinion. I think it was a good play. Boom. Alright, almost done with this one. Almost done with this painting. Did we like this one today? Actually, I like this one. This one, I think, turned out pretty cool. do like the foreground with like it has like these bluish rocks and like just the red of the like the grassy field. Pretty uncommon color choices, but it looks nice. Another F sheet, yeah, we're on like version 4 or 5, something like that. Part of it is just, I think, from me, like, just like improving at like being able to draw him better. Like that's like half of it, I feel like. Just look back on like one that I worked on before and it's like, damn, it looks so weird now seeing it. The improvement of the artist. But this time around, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like maybe like really try and like, okay, get some like order and consistency with this, hopefully. And I was saying last night, it's like, oh, I'm probably like, you know, it'll still change over time, definitely. Like how I draw him will probably like slightly change still with time, but if I can land on something that I like am pleased with and don't hate after like a month, that would be cool. So we'll see what the vibes are when we get there. See what the vibes are. Yeah, true. Also arranging that information in a way that's well laid out. I haven't thought about that, but I've just been like just straight up just drawing. I haven't thought about any like layout stuff with the other information, but it'll definitely be there. Cause I enjoy having that in the sheets. Alright, well, I think on that note, I think this painting is complete to me, so I hope you all enjoyed this painting. It has some nice colorful vibes. I like it. A different take from the usual Bob Ross painting. But thanks for watching. See you next time.